The territorial dispute between Belize and Guatemala, ensuing from a centuries-old unfounded claim by the Republic, remains a fluid issue. The latest controversy arises from a maritime map delineating the Bay of Amatique into 3 zones. Those sea spaces include an area which extends from Punta Cocoli to Punta Gorda town, with permission presumably being granted to Guatemalan fisherfolk to operate within our territorial waters. That vast expanse also encompasses the Sarstoon River. This information coming from Guatemala's Ministry of Fisheries and Aquaculture. According to Foreign Minister Wilfred Elrington, he is unaware of the existence of such a chart, but isn't surprised given the nature of the claim.
I'm not aware of the chart you're talking about. I haven't seen it, neither have I heard of it. But it would not surprise me that there exists such a chart. Because as we have been saying all along, the Guatemalans are laying claim to the entire country. And if they lay claim to the entire country, that would also involve claim to maritime waters. So if that exists, it doesn't affect our claim one way or the other.
Brigadier General David Jones, commander of the Belize Defense Force, was equally unaware of the map and was caught flat-footed by the question of its presence. From a military perspective, he is of the firm position that if indeed there is truth to the presence of the diagram, it won't bode well for both countries.
That doesn't sound right. That will not go down well. I'm speechless about that. I've just heard about that, but that is not right. And I'll have to speak to our Ministry of Defense if they've heard about it, as what steps we're going to take to do something about it.
That concern is also shared by Foreign Minister. As it stands, Guatemalans have been caught on various occasions fishing in Belizean waters. He believes that an increase in their presence in front of Punta Gorda will create conflict with Belize's Coast Guard.
What could possibly happen is that if in fact there is an increase in the presence of Guatemalans in the area of Punta Gorda fishing, they could come into conflict with our Coast Guard, who in fact patrol that area, and then that could run the risk of potential problem.
The matter is of particular concern since it raises a national security issue.
That will be troubling if it is true, assuming it is true. But it will not go down well internationally if that's a stance they have taken. We do have a diplomatic problem with them, and if that is so true, our foreign affairs, I suspect, will have to deal with it immediately. And that needs to transcend to the Ministry of Defense as to what we are going to do about it, because it's a national security issue. This is our country, and they shouldn't be that close in our territorial waters.
Reporting for News 5, I am Isani, Cayetano.